So what's up? I'm Brian Drake with the latest retro here on the Dice Tower. You're probably thinking, Brian, those shelves are much taller than they used to be. They are. We went to IKEA because we're having a new baby, and we did a little shift-a-rouge with the old shelves and new shelves. So the baby's due in June. We'll have 2 kids running around the house. We've lost our minds, but we're so excited. So excited. So that's not what you're here for, but it kind of is. No, you're not here for my kid, but it has to do with what I'm talking about today. Today is a game called Memoarrr. Now, if you look at this game, some of you might pass this up because you go, well, that's not for me. There's no miniatures, there's no cards, there are cards. There's no dice or anything like that in here. You think, this is not a game for me. But that's why I want to talk about this, because I was shocked, honestly. I fully expected to be like, okay, well, let's just play it real quick to review it and get it out of the way. But I'm really impressed by this because of what it is. It is memory. That's it. But it's memory with a game attached to it, to where you feel like you're doing a little bit something more. Let's take a look right now at Memoarrr. Memoarrr. From Stronghold Games. And let's take a look right now. So this is Memoarrr. It's a very small box. Love that. Art is cute, really cute art style. Penguins, turtles, walruses, who are in fact pirates. You really can't ask for more. But here's what the game looks like when it's set up, just like this. Here's the basic setup of the game right here. Basically, this is an incredibly simple game with memory. You put 25 cards out surrounding all the treasure. And here, as you can see, the treasure, all the different treasure cards there. And then the volcanoes. You put enough volcanoes out based on how many people are playing -1. So in a 4-player game, you'll put all 3 volcanoes out. What happens is, on your turn, before you start, you'll look at 3 of the ones on a wall and memorize them. So if my turn, I might look at these 3 cards here. Now there are 2 things about each card. There's an animal and a background. So this is a grassy or a jungle turtle. This one is a flowery octopus. And this one is a flowery penguin, as they are. What you do is you memorize those. You memorize those, and then the other person will memorize theirs. Now, someone then turns it up. On the first turn, you can't turn up one of the ones you memorized or one of someone else's. So you can turn up, let's say, this one. So if this person turns up this, they go, okay, well, there's a walrus with the jungle. So I know mine is here. You just keep playing memory, and you keep going around until someone doesn't match either an animal or a grass. So we'll turn up another one here, or we'll turn up that one down there. How about that one? Because that one matches. So when this happens, oh, actually, no, the turtle keeps going. But then if I was to turn up this one, then you don't have a match of either an animal or a green one from the last that was turned up. So now this penguin happens, so the person who turned up the penguin will actually get a volcano. In a 2-player game, that would end the round, and the other person would actually just get the treasure. The treasure has rubies on them. You count however many rubies are on the cards, and that's how many points you get. So you might get a 3-point ruby, you might get a 2-point card. It's pretty neat. I like that concept too, that it's a random amount of points. The other thing is, when you start the round back, if you're playing multi-people, you'll notice there are birds on the volcano. This I love. The person with the most birds goes first next round. And that is how you play Memoarrr. But there's one other concept, the advanced version. So let's take a look at the advanced variant. The advanced variant has to do with powers based on each animal. The walrus, once you turn this over and make a connection with it, you would then get to point at a square. That square cannot be turned over on your opponent's turn. The turtle doesn't do anything. It just ends your turn. The penguin, he's got a telescope. He lets you look at another card and put it back down. The crab lets you keep going on your turn. And the octopus lets you shift a card with the octopus, which will further mess up the game. Now, these cards do not ever get redealt in an entire game, so you play all 7 rounds with the cards being in the same place, hopefully helping you to remember where things are. And that's how you play Memoarrr. It's a very easy, simple memory game with rules and concepts. So that's Memoarrr. That's what it is. It's a game of memory that involves some special powers, period. Now, if that's not good for you, then just full stop in the review right here. But what I want to talk about is why I like this game. First of all, the art, super cute art. I love the idea of these animals being pirates for some reason. It's just great. The backs of the cards are volcanic smoke. If you look at the volcano in the middle, it actually looks like the rest of the cards are billowing out from there. That's just a cool artistic design. The one thing I take issue with, though, is actually moving in a positive direction, me taking issue with it. This says 8+ for the ages. I don't know why. We just played it with Harper. Harper turned 4 in January. Now, Carla helped her a little bit, but she plays memory already, and she's really good at memory. So you know your kid, you know what their level is and all that sort of stuff. But there's no reason a 6-year-old couldn't play this game. I mean, if a game like Tiny Park is available from Hobby Games for 5 and up, this game could actually be played much easier with younger ages. So it's actually a really great family game. It's fun. It's a version of Memory that has stakes because you're collecting points. You're not just memorizing just a memory and get cards. You're actually collecting points. So you could lose a couple rounds and still win the game if, based on luck. So that might turn some people off, the fact that there is a luck element involved, but it actually rewards you. Now, the advanced version of the game has the powers, and I like that too. I like the fact that there are special powers that based on which animal you turn over, you get to do something. So really great, fun game. It's not an expensive game. It's well made though. It's very pretty. It's very small. And it's just a quick, fast game. I mean, you're talking about 10 minutes. What's it say on the box? It says 10 to 20 minutes. Very fast game. It's cute, it's family friendly, it's very family fun. So I recommend this for a family game. Again, with younger kids than the box says. So that's a win for me that it's for younger kids. We're always looking for games we can play with Harper because we love gaming. She loves watching us play games, but there's a disconnect because she's not going to be playing Anachrony or Twilight Imperium. She's just not there yet, obviously. But she will be playing games like these here. What's up, kid? You're off frame, but you can say hey. Hello. Okay. So we liked Memoarrr from Stronghold Games. Go and get this game if it's kind of your genre. Really, really cute, really fun game. But it's Memory. It's Memory with a theme, with art, with some mechanics, and we like that about it as a family game. So again, I'm Brian Drake with the latest retro here on the Dice Tower. Now you'll like it because, to be fair, I was going to do this video like Memento from Christopher Nolan, but I figured the comments would just explode and call for my head if I would have done the entire review backwards. But just wanted you to know the thought process was in there, and I was fully planning on it until I realized how much of a family game this is. I know it's family game line, but it's just great. It's great for kids. Love that about it. So this is Brian Drake with the latest retro here on the Dice Tower. Remember to check out our Patreon if you want to support us doing these crazy videos and all that stuff. And we'll have even more stuff coming soon. Till next time, we'll see you.
See you next time.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.